Hi, welcome back to Just Catherine. Um, Before we get into the video, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We're doing a weight loss journey for the year 2022, and one of the things that I want us to realize is that it doesn't have to be boring. It can really be fun, and it should be fun for success. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel and join us on the journey. Even if you don't participate, it'll still be fun to watch, and um, give us a thumbs up indicating that you like the information or you like moi, me, and share the content. Okay. One of the things that I want to talk about today, um, on this weight loss journey, I have learned to enjoy the journey. I know I've talked about that before, but just a couple of things that I want to share with you that I've learned. Um, I was out one day last week and I was walking, and it had rained. So the ground was still a little bit wet. And while I was out there walking, I saw a snail stretched out, long, going across with the beautiful shell on its back. And I walked past it, and then I thought, wow, that's not something you see every day. So I turned around, went back, and I took a picture of the snail. So while I was down and taking a picture of it, I was able to really observe the snail. So took the picture and kept going. A little bit further into my walk, I started paying attention to the squirrel that was running around collecting nuts and running around, and I noticed he would collect some nuts and then stop and eat them and then go on. Then he'd come back and collect some more nuts and disappear and come back. And I just kept seeing this perpetual cycle. He'd stop, eat the nuts, and keep going and come back and collect. And so I actually took video footage of it. See, I love nature. I enjoy nature. That's one of the things that I have learned to do while on this journey, is to enjoy the journey. I made so many wonderful discoveries about nature and God's handiwork. But anyway, as I kept walking, the Lord began to point out some things to me about this weight loss journey. Now, I'm not in any way trying to tell you that in order to lose weight, you have to be a Christian or no. This is your journey, just as this is my journey. So you do your journey, I do my journey, but I just want to help you along the way. And for me, He is my help. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to talk about Him. I'm going to brag on Him because He is the one that's helping me through this journey. So one of the things that He pointed out to me was, with both of these creatures, if left undisturbed, they both will reach their destination. But it's how they reach their destination. With the snail, he just wanted to get there. He wasn't trying to stop along the way. He wasn't trying to do the things that I saw the squirrel do. He was just focused on getting across that street undisturbed. He had tunnel vision. The squirrel was all over the place, supposedly storing up his nuts, but stopping to eat some of the nuts. So he had to come back and get more nuts because he ate some of the nuts. And this was like a perpetual cycle. He was working hard. Both creatures were working hard. But one of the things that I noticed that God pointed out to me with the squirrel in relation to the journey that we're on, the weight loss journey, is that the squirrel kept doing double duty. He kept backtracking. He kept starting and stopping. He kept collecting, going, and then eating part of it, and then having to come back and get more because he ate some. And it's just a start, stop, start, stop. Okay, this time I'm going to gather up all the nuts and I'm going to take them all the way. I'm not going to stop and eat the nuts. I'm going to take them all the way. But then you get almost there and you start to eat on the nuts. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. And this was perpetual cycle. If you pay attention to a squirrel, and the squirrel is always running, jumping, leaping, doing, you know. The snail, on the other hand, was focused. The squirrel was easily distracted to the point where he may even have dropped a nut or two along the way. He was easily distracted. The snail kept going. Now, both of them will reach their destination, like I said, if left undisturbed. However, the Lord was showing me that in all of the attempts that I've made prior to losing weight, I was pretty much like the squirrel. Yeah, I was kind of all over the place. I started out good. Then I got easily distracted at times, and I didn't have tunnel vision, or if I did, it was just for the moment. And on in, once after a while, I realized that I dropped the ball a couple times, and I just say, oh, bump it, forget it, and then just stop. And then later on saying, you know what, let me pick this back up and let me do this journey again. Let me try this again. And so I was kind of all over the place, kind of like the squirrel. And stop, start, refocus, regroup, start again. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if you're doing it the correct way, because there is a correct way to do it. But I wasn't doing it the correct way. The snail, on the other hand, the Lord was showing me, is the way to do it. There's nothing wrong with a quick fix as long as you can sustain it and keep it going and let it become part of your life. But that's not usually the case. Usually with quick fixes, they're just that quick and they're fleeting. Then you find yourself having to start all over again. But the snail was focused. It took him a long time to get to his destination, but if left undisturbed, he'll get there. And that's what I realized, that in this weight loss journey, that's what I need to do. So many of us, we need to take our time and just enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. Now, the snail was carrying a shell on its back. It looked burdensome, and sometimes losing weight can seem and feel burdensome. But because I took a picture, I was able to look at the detail of the shell, and oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. To me, symbolizing, though something may seem or look burdensome, but if you look more closely, you'll realize that it is a thing of beauty, a thing that will bring a wow feeling, a thing that will make you realize, wow, God is truly an artist. It will take your focus off the journey, and then you will begin to look and appreciate the things along the way. I've seen snails before, but I never paid any attention to a snail or squirrel like that. But I realize and understand that in doing so, the Lord was showing me that He was teaching me to enjoy the journey along the way. So for me, I walk. I love getting out there and walking. That is my time with God. That is my time to enjoy His handiwork, His nature, the beauty. Sometimes I'm out there. It's not quite light yet. I can still see the moon and the stars. I'm watching the sun come up. It's just, oh my God, I see the birds. I hear the birds. It's just absolutely beautiful. And so I realize now that God was showing me, you are enjoying the journey. And I'm going to tell you guys, it feels great because, I started out half a mile, as a lot of you know, and I'm now up to walking 5 miles a day. But it it takes away from, oh my God, let me just hurry up and get these 5 miles out. No, it's a thing of beauty. I'm noticing so much along the way. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. And I've even noticed some people make comments to me that I've motivated them to get out and start walking. And I've even invited some to come on and go with me. Let's do this together. But no matter what your journey is, it may not even be weight loss. It could be something related to business, entrepreneurship. It could be a journey back to health. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride there. There are things of beauty along the way, no matter how difficult it may seem when you look at the big picture. There are little things that you can do along the way so that it won't seem so burdensome. It won't seem so monumentous in taking that step. And I don't even know if that's a word, monumental. Yeah, I guess it is a word. But it won't seem so overwhelming once you learn to enjoy the journey. And it will make the journey seem like it's been shortened. Um, I I just want to encourage you. Take your time and enjoy. Learn. There's so much out there. So I'm not going to take up much more of your time, but I just wanted to just come on and share that with you today. Enjoy the journey there. Are you a squirrel? Are you a snail? I understand you want it done quick. You want to hurry up and lose that weight and look good and feel good. I get it. But in order for it to be lasting, longevity is really the better way because you're learning along the way and things are becoming a lifestyle. When it's quick, you're hurrying up doing it, it won't last because as soon as you finish, you're going to wind up going back to those same habits. But when you're taking your time, you're learning how to eat. You're learning how to, you're learning about foods and what's good. And another one, a big one, you're learning what works with your body. Because everything that we like to eat doesn't agree with us. And what may have been okay in your 20s and teens may not be okay in your 30s and 40s. So you're learning. When you are taking your time and enjoying the journey along the way, there's so much that you learn. So I want to encourage you, take your time. Learn, pay attention. During this journey, you can become more intimately acquainted with guess who? You. You will become more intimately acquainted with you, your body, your system. So be encouraged. I love you. I'm rooting for you. And we are going to do this together. We're going to get through it. So remember, if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at justcatherine78@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. God bless you. We're off to a good start. Have a wonderful day.